Yo, what it do, YouTube? It is your boy GSE Dumb. We are back with another Colts video. This is Colts Talk episode number 4. I'd like to thank you guys for coming through. Please like, comment, and subscribe. More videos on the way, and let's hop into it. We are going to talk about week 4 of the preseason. The final game. The preseason is now complete. Shout out to the Colts. We had a great preseason. We had a few ups and downs, but this game we're going to talk about is the last game, like I said earlier. We went against the Cincinnati Bengals, and we won by 1 point. A game-winning touchdown at the end in the fourth quarter. It was a great play. The score was 6-7. The Bengals' record for the preseason was 1-3, and ours stand at 2-2. Now, if you guys don't remember, in my last video, I predicted us to go 2-2 after week 3 against the Steelers. I believe we have enough confidence and momentum to go into week 4 and play the Bengals at home and get the victory. Here's the game summary of how it went down. Pretty much we struggled both in the first quarter. It was a clumsy game in my opinion, very sloppy, a lot of fumbles and mishaps on both ends. In the second quarter, Cincinnati went up with 6 points, and we both went off a drought again in the third quarter. And in the fourth, we wound up scoring a touchdown at the end to give us 7 points, which made the score 6-7. Now on to the passing and rushing stats. The passing stats, Stephen Morris was 2 for 5 with 51 yards. We had Walker at quarterback was 2 for 9, and Scott Tolson was 4 for 5. This quarterback battle isn't really easy, not anymore. The first 3 games actually, Stephen Morris looked like the go-to guy, but Scott Tolson, this game, he came out with a little vengeance. The sack numbers is pretty much the same. The line wasn't really holding up really well against the Bengals, but we did hold on and get the W in that game. Like I said, Scott Tolson was 4 for 5. He did the best that game. Walker again struggled with the interception. Morris and Tolson did not throw any picks, and they both were decent. But the only thing is, Morris did throw the game-winning touchdown at the end of the game for 51 yards, and I do appreciate that. Going to the rushing stats, Richardson was 9 carries and 36 yards for us. Pope was 11 carries and 31 yards, which is pretty decent. He had enough carries, but Richardson did get more yards and less carries. So, in my opinion, I will go with Richardson over all the other running backs on the stat line so far to go behind Frank Gore. Him and Pope would be the go-to guys. Going over to the receiving yards, Natson had 2 receiving yards and 56 yards. 2 receptions and 56 receiving yards. Liggins had 1 reception and 29 yards, which was the touchdown pass. Shout out to Liggins. It was a beautiful pass set up from Morris, and it was pretty mouth dropping. And I thought we were going to lose the game 6-0. That's how it went at the beginning, but at the end we found a good play, and he was wide open going up the field. We got it to him, and we scored off of that play. Brave had 1 reception and 11 yards. Pope, on the other hand, had 3 receptions and 8 yards. But shout out to the team on the offense. It was a very sloppy game, like I said at the beginning. But I'm just glad we ended it and got the victory at the end of the game in the fourth quarter. Now we're going to go to the fumbles. The team total had 5 fumbles. It was a very sloppy game. If you go look on NFL Network for some highlights or anything, I'm not trying to get copyrighted, but if you go check, you can see it for yourself. Even the Bengals, at the beginning of the game, the running back literally snapped the ball, and when he ran, he did a spin move, and you see the ball flies out of his hand. I don't know what it was, but the game was very sloppy. We couldn't really do anything about it. So, I don't know. Hopefully we can get that fixed before week 1 of the regular season. But going on into the defensive stats now. Walker Jr. was the leader of tackles. He had 7, 4 solo. White and George both had 6 and 4 solos apiece. And Spence and Hightower both had 5 after that. But it was a pretty good game. Once again, the defense came through with some fumbles as well. But shout out to them. I appreciate the effort we gave and the fight we put for the rest of this preseason. We went 2-2. This is a good sign for us to go into the regular season. We have to play week 1. We're going against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, they're going through a little situation with their defensive tackle star, Aaron Donald. In my opinion, I hope he holds out even longer and do not play week 1. It will give us definitely some type of momentum going into that game. But I believe we can win that game as well. That's my outtake on that. I don't know the final score. I wouldn't predict that, but we will be going 1-0 against Los Angeles Rams, in my opinion. You know, I'm not a biased guy. I won't say, oh, we're going undefeated. If we're losing, I'll let you know that we're going to lose. That's just me. I like being honest and straight up. But other than that, that's all I have for you. More talks coming soon, like regular season record prediction, transactions, and injury updates. On the way. I'd like to thank you guys for coming through. Please like, comment, subscribe. More videos on the way. Thank you guys for tuning in. Coast Nation, stand up. We in the building. See y'all when I see y'all. Peace.